Hi everyone, it's day 3 of DevLearn conference, and today I'm going to share some of the trends that are affecting learning and development. One of them is micro-learning. It's something that I discussed in my video yesterday, but it predominantly is delivering learning content in a small, digestible chunk that has an end result attached to it. Another piece of trend is adaptive learning. It's when an e-learning content is delivered in the format that can be adapted to different screen sizes. So pretty much like how the websites work now. So when you're on your mobile, it would be all stacked up, and when you're on your desktop, it sort of expands and looks quite different to the mobile experience. Another trend is mobile learning, and it's about delivering learning on the mobile device. What we're currently doing at the IPA, we are developing a learning app that will allow the user to download the content once the learning content, like IPA Foundation certificate for new starters in the industry. And access it whilst they're offline, so once they're traveling to work, for example. The beauty of it is once you've reviewed it offline and you get back online, all your data goes back into the LMS, and the system knows that you have completed this training program, and yet you don't need to redo it again. So it sort of knows where you are at, no matter where you're completing your program. Another hot trend everywhere is, of course, artificial intelligence. It's something that I also discussed yesterday, but one of the observations I had, it would be really interesting to use artificial intelligence to mark our learners' assignments and essays. The beauty of it is actually getting that instant feedback that the current learner needs, and allow them to sort of resubmit the reviewed essay. Another very much related to AI trend is chatbots. So having virtual coaches within the learning program. So the foundation certificate has an online tutor. Her name is Gwyn March. She's our CPD consultant at the IPA. She has 25 years of experience and is like a perfect person to answer any of the questions that our learners have about the content. But wouldn't it be beautiful if we had someone, chatbot, within the foundation certificate which could give you an instant response to the query that a learner had. 360 video is another trend, especially now the technology, the software and hardware is getting cheaper for that. So that allows the people in our industry sort of to film videos on, in 360 and add hotspots throughout it, so that you could, interact with and get more information on certain areas and stuff like that, which has been used quite well for as an induction program. When you go through, you are sitting on your phone and you walk through an office building and you get introduced to different teams. Another thing is, of course, VR and AR. VR is when you are sort of pretty much taken out of the real world into something that is completely created by a developer, and AR, as I mentioned to you on the first day, is when you get that digital layer on top of the real world. With AR, with VR, virtual reality, I could see the implementations of it for presentation skills course that could replace the classroom course, where you actually are put into sort of a auditorium, with your goggles on, and you have a crowd and they cheer you if you did well, or they boo you if you are speaking too quietly. So that would be quite an interesting application for virtual reality. Artificial reality is something that I have discussed in my first video, so if you want to explore it, please go and check it out. Another very important trend is the peer and social learning. This is something that we do facilitate at the IPA through discussions that are facilitated by a tutor, and we get learners from the same cohorts engage in different subject matters. And lastly, but not least, is content creation. So this is the tool that you probably use all the time. For example, Pinterest is one of them. And it allows users to sort of share the knowledge and curate the content for themselves. I use this tool called Indre for my own personal use, but you know, you can easily pick the topics that you want to learn about, and the tool will collate it all, and you would get a notification to say, you know, which articles to read on that topic, for example. So I can see this adapted quite well in the learning environment as well, especially if you have a topic that keeps changing all the time. For example, could be anything on Google changing algorithms and stuff like that, and for people to sort of keep on top of that. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so much for your time, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.